Let the one who have never sinned cast the first stone. I'm going to read a scripture to you all in John 8, verses 4, and I'm going to read it all the way down to 11. And it says, They said to him, Teacher, this woman was caught in adultery, in the very act. Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned. But what do you say? They said, testing him, that they might have something of which to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and wrote on the ground with his finger as though he did not hear. So when they continued asking him, he raised himself up and said to them, He who is without sin is among you. Let him throw a stone at her first. And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. Then those who heard it, being convicted by their conscience, went out one by one, beginning with the oldest even to the last, and Jesus was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst. When Jesus had raised up and saw no one but the woman, he said to her, Woman, where are those accusers of yours? Has no one condemned you? She said, No one, Lord. And Jesus said to her, Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. Okay, you all. This is what I am seeing. No one can judge you. No one can accuse you of whatever you have done. We all should be listening to the voice of God and his voice only. You cannot accuse no one. You cannot judge no one unless it is righteous judgment only. Okay, you all. So don't let no one bother you about judging you from your past, judging you for things you have done, accusing you of things you have done or whatever, because if you read John 8, let him who have never sinned cast the first stone. There is no one in this world who has not sinned and who is still sinning. People are still doing it. So how can they accuse you of anything? How can they judge you of anything from your past? Even if you did something yesterday. If you have talked to God, if you have repented to God, don't worry about what nobody says. Still don't worry, because